Shalom. Kol Haloyim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Racha Kodash and Shani Kabad and Gadwala Rakwab Zakwanyam Nawa Wa Shalayakim Nawa. That's double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Shalom Wa Barakim Labakaryim Shaliyah Sharala. And that's peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. Just wanted to make a real quick video. I'm in between appointments right now, so I have a little bit of time. And this topic came to me in the spirit while I was driving a few days ago. So I just jotted it down, and I knew I wanted to come back to it later. But wisdom is what truly teaches you to be an alpha male. And I have that definition pulled up here right from Google. And it says the dominant male animal in a particular group, or a man tending to assume a dominant or domineering role in social or professional situations. So at the end of the day, basically it's a male that sits above the rest. That's all it is. A male that sits in a more dominant, or you can even say a powerful position. And that's what wisdom does. It teaches you to be that specific individual in really every situation. And that's why brothers say all the time that you can apply these scriptures to damn near any situation in your life that you come across, no matter what it may be, whether it's definitely family, friends, business, just your job, your career, and obviously different personal choices. And when you apply wisdom in those specific areas, and that's what actually makes you an alpha male. So just wanted to speak on that. And I only have a few quick precepts, and then we will call it a day. So this is Wisdom of Solomon 8 verse 7. If a man love righteousness, her labors are virtues. The her is talking about wisdom here. It says, for she teacheth temperance and prudence, justice and fortitude, which are such things as men can have nothing more profitable in their life. And this is one of my favorite precepts right here. And I bring it out quite often, especially when I'm just going over my own personal studies. But when you look up these 4 words, it goes into a lot. Temperance goes into you having self-control, always being in rule over your spirit. Prudence represents you having some form of foresight. You can see the situation and kind of tell how things are going, and now you know how to decide between different matters. Justice, you think of the word just. And of course, you also think of the word judgment. That's what that goes into. Wisdom teaches you how to make proper calls. And then fortitude. And fortitude goes into you having a strong mind. These are the most important attributes, the scriptures say, that a man can have. A man can have nothing more profitable in their life. And it says wisdom teaches you these things. So you can't call yourself an alpha male, a dominant male, if you don't have these 4 characteristics: temperance, prudence, justice, and fortitude. And majority of the world, talking about the men, don't have these things right here because they don't, I'll say, wisdom does not dwell within them. And that's what puts us on such a different and high level. You see, this world looks at the scriptures as some kind of soft book, to where, oh, you're just so passive. You let things go. You talk with no bass in your voice, and you have a light voice. But that's not what the scriptures are all about. Yes, the scriptures do have an element of mercy, of kindness, and forgiveness. However, at the same time, remember, Yahweh Shai is described as an austere man, a strict man. And he was about his father's business. He had that high level of wisdom. And of course, that's the top alpha male under the Heavenly Father. He had wisdom. He is wisdom. I want to jump over to the book of Ecclesiasticus 4. And now this tells you how wisdom will come to you. And it's going to give an analogy like unto a woman. And that's because wisdom is likened unto a woman. It's comforting. It feels good when you have it, right? It's always there. It's by your side. It's looking after you like your woman should. So Ecclesiasticus Excuse me. Or Sirach chapter 4, verse 11, it says, Wisdom exalteth her children, and layeth hold of them that seek her. He that loveth her loveth life, and they that seek to her early shall be filled with joy. He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory, and wheresoever she entereth, the Lord will bless. They that serve her shall minister to the Holy One, and them that love her the Lord doth love. Whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations. Remember, temperance, prudence, justice, and fortitude. So justice goes into you having particular wisdom to judge between different matters. Whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. If a man commit himself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession. For at the first, she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline. You see, wisdom, it's not going to come at you just easily. It's not just all of a sudden going to open herself unto you. It doesn't work like that. She's going to try you first, and it's not going to feel good majority of the time. It says she will walk with him in crooked ways and bring fear and dread upon him. Only an alpha male can get through something like that. Majority of the men in this world, they're going to faint. They're going to have feeble knees. They're going to give up when they're tried. They don't have fortitude. It says, and torment him with her discipline until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. Then will she return the straight way unto him after he's tried, and comfort him, you see, like a woman, and shew him her secrets. But if he go wrong, she will forsake him and give him over to his own ruin. Only an alpha male is capable of even handling the discipline and torment that comes with having wisdom, with seeking and receiving wisdom. It's not for everybody. Now, what I want to do is look up this precept really quickly because I'm just going to get into one, maybe two examples. I see this lady pulled up who I have an appointment with. I'll see when she gets out her car. Let me think. Out of season. I want to get one, maybe two quick examples of what wisdom teaches you, because it's a real masculine thing. It's a masculine trait to have this. Look at this. Ecclesiasticus. Oh, I have it highlighted. Ecclesiasticus 20, verses 19 and 20. This is wisdom right here. An unseasonable tale will always be in the mouth of the unwise. I didn't even know it said that. An unseasonable tale will always be in the mouth of the unwise. A wise sentence shall be rejected when it cometh out of a fool's mouth. Why? For he will not speak it in due season. So it's a wise thing that you said. It was a right thing that you said. Good call. But it won't be received in the proper fashion because you said it at the wrong time. It was out of season. Way out of season. So now you're not looked at as a wise man. Instead, you're looked at as a fool. But if you had wisdom and if you had foresight, if you had that prudence that wisdom teaches you, then you would have understood, you know what? I don't need to be speaking right now. I'll wait. My point is a good point, but through the Spirit, it'll pop up when it's supposed to. And I'm not just bringing up an example of being out there on the highways and byways. That's even at your job, at your work, dealing with your woman, your family, friends, different altercations. This is just one example of what wisdom teaches you. Because if you're an alpha male, you got to understand, you don't need to be talking 24/7. You don't need to be speaking all the time. And that's a precept too. I don't know where it is, and I forget how exactly it's worded. But it talks about how a man is basically, he keepeth his lips. He doesn't, that's basically what it says. It's either in Ecclesiasticus or Proverbs. Not just speaking all the time and rambling all of his thoughts. It's not necessary. That's another thing that wisdom teaches you. Now, I'll end it here, but basically, when you go all throughout the book of Wisdom of Solomon and Ecclesiasticus, definitely Proverbs, then you're going to get all your golden nuggets right there. Read all throughout it, and it's nothing but wisdom. Nothing but... And wisdom is just... When you think about it, wisdom is just advice from the heavens. That's what it is. Wisdom is advice from on high. And that's why it teaches you to be an alpha male, because you're getting the highest knowledge, the highest understanding that's given to man. It's coming directly from the heavens. You see that correlation? Alpha male, dominant above the rest. Wisdom from on high. Knowledge from on high. That's what it's all about. So you got to love wisdom. You got to seek it. You got to want it. But anyway, I'm sure this lady's going to get out soon. And that's it. Those are all the precepts. Just a few that I wanted to get out and speak about. So I do pray that this was edifying to the elect. Call Aloyim, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachakudash, double honors. There she goes. To our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.